Welcome, guys. So today, guys, we will start the introduction of Cisco Catalyst 9K1000 series switches. Then, guys, we will cover the layer 2 traffic engineering. Okay. So let's start the guys introduction of these Cisco new switches. Well, as I told you yesterday, so जो guys आपके old switches थे, which are 3700 and 3800. So these are mainly we use in access layer or distribution. So they are guys replaced with this Cisco, this new series. Okay. So Cisco guys they introduced this Cisco 9000 series. So normally guys 9200, 9300 or 9400. So they are guys people are using as an access layer or in the distribution layer. Then guys old switches we use 4500 and 6500 as a core, and they are guys now replaced with these switches, okay, which are 9500 and 9600. And you see guys these switches support stacking. However guys अगर आपको इनके ऊपर अगर आपको ये दोनों switches क्या है combine करके आपको एक single switch बनाना है, then these switches support VSS. Okay. Just like a 4500 or 6500, these switches guys support VSS. Okay. So let me guys first show you the physical view of this switches. Okay. Then guys we'll see the main difference between this newer platform as compared to the previous platform. Okay. But if you talk about the technology, if you want to configure the VLAN, let's say if you want to configure the port channel, all these technology guys are the same. So today I will show you the physical view of this one of this model. Okay, so if you see, so this is one of our Cisco 9300 switches. Okay, and if you see the front view or the back view, okay, let me run this video, guys. So you see this is a guy one of the Cisco 9300 switches. And if you see guys, this is basically all the port of this switch. Okay, they are 10 GB. Earlier guys we used to have only 1 GB port capacity, and so these are the port guys basically we connect our end device. If you see this part, okay, so the right side part, so this has basically guys we can insert our module. So and here guys we use SFP. So guys, these are the basically port we have 40 GB, and these port we use as a uplink port. Okay. So this is basically I'm talking about this part. Okay. So here guys we can insert the module, and you can use 40 GB as your SFP link. Okay. On the back side, guys, if you see here, so these are we have a two port. One is console port, one is the management port, and these two port we have a data stack cable. Okay. So these are the port basically earlier, you remember 3700 or 8500, sorry, 3800. Okay, we use a stack port. Okay, so here guys we have not only the data stack, we also have the power stack. Okay. So if I show you in the PPT also, this is the back view of the switches. Okay, so this is basically we have the fan. And these two ports are our stack port, data stack port, and these two are the power stack port. So later on, guys, I will tell you what is stacking means. Okay, and these we have a power supply. So this is a back view of this is switches. Okay, and mainly guys as these are the new platform, they have a high port density. You see even this 9300 in my current organization, we are using as a access switches, and all the port, this switch has 10 GB port. Okay. And on the right side, you see we can also add a module. So we can generally guys, ye jo aapke port hote hain, these are our fiber port. And so in my case, guys, we are using 40 GB as a uplink. Okay. You see guys, if you see the view, so this is your switches. Okay, here we are connecting our end devices, And this is basically the module which I'm talking about. So this module like this, let's say this uplink going to the core one, and my second uplink going to the core two. So this is like how we connect, okay? And the main difference, guys, like if you see on this model, okay, when you're doing the upgrading process, okay. So on this model, 9K model, they have a different upgrading method as compared to the previous switches, okay? But let me first show you what is the stacking, okay? Then we will see the upgrade procedure of on the newer platform as well as the on the old platform. Okay? So first, guys, like I will show you first like what is the stacking, okay? Like I show you these are the stack port. So what is stacking, guys? Like stacking basically, we can like combine our multiple physical switches and make one logical switches, okay? और उसके beneficial guys क्या है? If you see like here, we have a 4 switches and we connect these 4 switches via this is our stack cable, okay? So this is like I'm showing the view of the new switches. In the old switches, we have a different stack port and different cable. So this is basically, we are talking about the Cisco 9K model, okay? And you see, like we have a 4 physical switches, okay? Switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, and switch 4. So what's basically stacking doing? So stack में guys क्या होता है आपका like जो आपके जो 4 switches हैं, like once you connect these 4 switches via this data stack cable, okay, your switch become a logically single switch, okay? And you will see the port like, let's say this is my first switch, and this switch port starting from 1011. This is my second switch, okay? And this has also 48 port, so 2/01. And the third switch, guys, they have a port number starting from 3.0.1. Then we have a 4 switches, so 4/1. So instead of managing all the switches separately, okay, तो पहले guys क्या होता था, without stack आपको इस switch पे login करना पड़ेगा. So you need to log in on a switch 1 and you need to do the configuration. Okay? And similarly, guys, अगर आपको, if you want to do this configuration on the second switch, so you need to log in on via SSH or maybe the console cable. So you need to configure the port, okay? But once you configure the stack, you can manage this all the 4 switches, okay, together. This is the one of the advantage. The second advantage, guys, like we will see later on, okay, that is multi-chassis ether channel, okay, which is also known as MLAG, okay. So it's LAG, sorry. So this, guys, we will talk about later, okay, MLAG part. But the stack benefit, guys, क्या है आपको, क्या है ये आपकी जो 4 switches हैं वो आप एक साथ ही क्या है इसको क्या मैनेज कर सकते हैं. So think like that, guys. Like earlier we have a modular switches. So in modular switches, like if you remember, we are inserting the module card, means line card, जिसके अंदर guys हमारे क्या होते थे, port होते थे. Let's say you have this physical single switch, okay, and we are inserting the 4 module. And this module like port start from 10.1. This start from 20/1. So earlier guys लोग जो आपके पास हमारे पास क्या थे, modular switches थे, we are inserting the module. The stack basically, guys, क्या है, this is also doing the same thing, okay. So this is basically, we are talking about the data stack, but here, guys, like we also have a power stack, okay. So you see, guys, like यहाँ पे जो switches हैं, they are also connected through via the power stack. The idea is, guys, once you like giving the power supply to these switches, okay, let's say you are giving the power to the single switch, the single switch can distribute the power via this stack cable, okay. So you don't need to plug the 8 cable, okay, here. Even we are only using 2 power cable to this switch, and this switch basically distributing the power to the rest of the switches, okay, जो कि हमारे stack के अंदर है. And you see, like you don't need any special configuration, okay, for a stack. So once you connect this cable like this, okay, so this is like how we connect, okay. Let's say if we have a 4 switches, okay, every switches has 2 stack port, okay. So जो इसका port number 2 है, so this is my port number 1. So 2 will connect to this second switch port number 1, and this switch stack port connect to this switch, okay. And then this switch basically connect to the switch 4, and this fourth switch, okay, we connect to the back to the switch 1. Okay, so this is how we are making the ring, stack ring. Okay, so once you configure this stack level, you will simply verify show switch. One of become master. You see, this is switch 1 is a master. The rest are basically the member. Okay, this output basically showing you we have a 5 switch in a stack. So in the interview, guys, they can ask the question, "Aap kitne switches kya? How many switches you can configure in a stack?" So we can configure, guys, 9 switches, okay, in a stack. तो आप 9 switches को combine करके क्या आप एक single switch बना सकते हो, okay? और the beneficial guys क्या stacking का, one is guys like आपको क्या है ये switch को क्या manage करना easy हो जाता है. So आपको individually आपको क्या login करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So as you have configured the stack, all your switches become a single switch, okay? So this is a one benefit of stack, okay? And the main thing, guys, like you see, these models have advantage, okay? Especially when you're doing the upgrade process, okay? Let me like first show you like how we upgrade the switches earlier and what is the main difference when you upgrading these new 9K switches. So let me like first show you like how earlier we are upgrading our Cisco router and switches. You see, guys, like the first thing, like we generally perform these 4 steps to upgrading the iOS, which means we are talking about the operating system of the device, okay? So the first thing, like आपको क्या download करना पड़ेगा. So we need to download the image from the Cisco website. And the why we are doing upgrade, guys, जो आपके operating system है, so you are basically moving to the new operating system because your new operating system है, it has more secure, okay? जो old आपका जो operating system है, maybe they are detecting some vulnerabilities. So Cisco maybe recommend you to upgrade this newer code, okay? That's why we are upgrading the switches in the real world, okay? So let's take a look how we start this upgrade procedure, okay? Simply, guys, like you have a obviously आपके पास क्या है Cisco का account होगा, okay? So simply like you type on a Google, let's say you are upgrading your Cisco 9300 switches, okay? So see, if you simply type like Cisco 9300 image, and you can simply go to this Cisco website, okay? Download Cisco iOS images. And here, guys, let's say if you are running, let's say let's say very old model, okay? Let's say you are running 6.4 or maybe 16.5. Then you can see, guys, like here, Cisco are suggesting. So as per the Cisco recommendation, okay, these 2 versions are the suggested one, okay? You see this asterisk? This asterisk means like Cisco are suggesting to upgrade your Cisco 9300 either on this version, which is 17.6.5 or either 17.3.6, okay? So simply, guys, like simply आपको क्या you need to download this image, and obviously, guys, like if you need to download this Cisco image, you need a Cisco account, okay? So in companies, guys, like when you like joining any company, okay, as a network engineer, so they will provide you the account, okay? और डेफिनेटली गाइस वो अकाउंट क्या होता है, लिंक होता है आपकी कंपनी के साथ, ओके? लाइक जो भी उनके साथ सिस्को के साथ उनकी डीलिंग होती है, ओके? एंड वंस यू हैव अ सिस्को अकाउंट, ओके, लाइक लेट्स से इफ वी से डाउनलोड दिस इमेज, सो वी नीड टू लॉग इन ऑन अ सिस्को वेबसाइट, ओके? So this is the first step, okay? This is the first step. Like earlier when we upgrading the Cisco router or switches, first we need to download the image from the Cisco website, okay? The second step, guys, like we require one of this server, okay? Either TFTP, SCP, or FTP, HTTP server, okay? So we need to upload the new image to the Cisco device. It can be a switch or it can be a router, okay? So in this case, guys, like we use this software, okay? So there's like a lot of TFTP software, guys, like one from Cisco, one from a different vendor, okay? So SolarWinds, or this like software again, like 3C Diamond. Okay, this is very useful. Okay, I have seen. So this software, guys, like if I show you the 3C Diamond, okay, so you can download simply of any Windows machine. Okay, and जिस भी machine पे आप इसको download करोगे, that machine become either your TFTP server or FTP server. So obviously, again, like let's say this is my machine. Okay, on my machine, I need to download this software, and the file which we download from Cisco, I will put that file on the system where we have installed this software. Okay, 3C Diamond. Then, like third step, we will basically change our boot option. Okay. So once we use this command copy TFTP, okay, we are basically uploading the new file to the Cisco router or switch. Then we change our boot option. Okay. So let me guys show you this step, okay, on my packet tracer. So this is a guy, like we have a switch, okay. We have a switch. This is our layer 2 switch, okay, 2900. So guys, ये मैं अभी मैं आपको क्या है मैं old way show कर रहा हूँ, but still this method is we are using, okay. But on the new platform we have a different way, okay. So obviously guys, अगर आपको नया process समझना है, the first you need to understand the old method, okay. So here guys, like if you see, this is my layer 2 switch, and this switch has an IP address, show IP interface brief. So this is the IP address we have a configure, 192.168.1.100. On this server, guys, this is our server. So like think like that. This is the same server, okay, where we have enabling the TFTP. So this server is working as a TFTP server, okay. So think like that. Like in the real world, you have a machine. On the machine, you have installed the TFTP server software or either 3C Diamond, okay. And if you see, guys, this TFTP server, they have some file, okay. So they have a newer image, okay, like the image which you download from Cisco, you put the same file on your TFTP server. The first thing, guys, like you need to know the IP address of your server, okay. So in this case, like let's say we will configure the one IP address, okay, like physically. So you config, and if we see, this is my interface, okay. Let me give the IP address to the server, okay. So desktop and IP configuration. Let me guys like use the IP address 192.168.1.1. So we don't need the gateway, guys. Like in this case, the switch has IP address is 1.100 and the server is 1.1. So let me guys like explain this topology, okay. So in this case, guys, like you see this server working as a TFTP server, and it has IP address 192.168.1.1, and this switch has IP address 192.168.1.100. So in this case, like if you see the IP address, so we are using /24. This is our subnet mask. So we are in the same segment. The first thing guys, like we require connectivity. So then guys, like so this server has a new image. And the first thing, like we go to switch, okay, we will use the copy command. So we will use the copy command, and we will transfer this file to my flash, okay. So if you remember, like in CCNA, the iOS image in Cisco router, we keep that file in the flash memory, okay. So if you see, guys, like first thing, like we require on the switch. So if you see the PPT, we require to use this copy command, and let me guys like use this command, okay. So on this is the switch. If you see, like we have a version, show version. So we currently like running this version 12.2. And if you see, guys, like on this TFTP, okay, we have, let's say for Cisco 2900, we will use this image, okay, which is 15.something2, okay. So this is a image, basically we are going to upgrade the switch, okay. So on the switch, guys, like you see, we are using the image, okay. So the first thing, like we use the copy command, copy, and here, like guys, we'll use the TFTP server. So if you use the question mark, guys, like let's say question mark, so we have an option like, let's say in case अगर आप FTP use कर रहे हो software, So we will use the FTP option. If you're using the SCP, which is a secure communication protocol, okay, or in our case, guys, like we have a TFTP server. Some switches, guys, like real world, you can also transfer the file through a USB. So like the switch has a USB port. Okay, you will plug your pen drive, and I assume like on your pen drive you have a new file. Okay. Then guys, you can use the command like copy USB to flash. But in our case, guys, like we will use copy TFTP. So we have a TFTP server, and then we will send that file flash. Okay. The first thing, guys, like we always have this is basically you have a source, and the second thing, this is a destination. Okay. So if you see like what we are trying to do, we are sending the new file to this memory, flash memory. So this is basically the destination. Okay. This is basically we are sending the file into the flash. Okay. So let me use this command, guys. So in this case, you see copy, then we will use first TFTP, then the flash. Okay. And when we say enter, they will ask like, what is the remote host name or address? So basically this is asking for the IP address of your TFTP server. Okay. So in this case, like the IP address of the TFTP server, which is 192.168.1.1. Then they are asking for the source file name. Okay. So make sure, guys, like you need to put the same source file name. If we see this is a file name, guys, like we need to put, okay. So I believe like I cannot copy and paste the file. Let me note down the file name. So our file name is, guys, which is C2960-LAN-based and K9-MZ.152/2 and SE4.bin. So this is again like the bin file we use. This is basically a Cisco IOS, guys. So copy this file, and on the switch, we need to see like this is a file name we have on the TFTP server. Okay. When we say enter, and you see, so ideally, guys, ये file क्या copy होना क्या शुरू हो जाएगी, and you see like we are getting some error. Okay. So we are getting some error, like we are not able to copy this file. Okay. And guys, like basically, if you see first, we will check the connectivity. Okay, like do we have a connectivity to this server, which is like we check via ping. Okay, yes, we have. So here, guys, like the error showing TFTP. This is a TFTP IP. This is a file. Let me see, guys, like no such file or directory. Either, guys, like we are using the wrong file name. Let me, guys, again compare the file name. Okay, so on the server, if we see the file name again, which is C2960-LAN-base, okay, and the K9-MZ.150/2 SE4.bin. Okay, yeah, the file name seems correct. C29 LAN-base 9K-MZ.150/2. Sorry, I believe /2.se. Is it like let's say, guys, we put the same in capital letter SE4.win, and these are all are small, and yeah, rest over world are small. Okay, let me go use this file name. Okay, now, so go to the switch again. We will again use the command. Okay, copy TFTP. This is our file name. Sorry, IP address. And the file name we are using, this is our file name. Okay, so the changes like which I did. Okay, earlier the file we put the name small sc, but in the file name, guys, this is in capital. Okay, let me see. So this should work, guys. Like copy this file and paste. And now you see like we are successfully copy the file. Okay. So once we done, okay, once we done, now, so if you see the show flash, so we have this new file in the flash memory. And now guys, you need to change the order, okay? Like if you remember in the Windows machine, if you install two operating systems, let's say Windows 7 or Windows 10, so when you press the power button, okay, they will ask you to like which operating system you need to boot from, okay? You want to boot from Windows 7 or you want to boot from Windows 10. The same thing like here, if you see show boot, we right now in the boot path list, we are saying this switch boot from this file, which is old version. But now guys, we need to change the boot option. So the way guys, like we change the boot option, okay, this is our third step, okay. So this is a command to change the boot option, okay, boot system. So here guys, like we need to say the switch. And next time, if you boot system flash boot from this file, okay, the new file, copy and paste it. Sometimes guys, like if you see, we have configured this command, and if you again run the command show boot, and you see like now guys, like we have changed the boot path list. So right now guys, like if you see show version, we are using the old version, which is 12.2. So we need to basically reload the switch, okay. So we need to save this configuration, and once we reload, again this switch will basically reboot, and you see like right now this is rebooting from the new image, okay. So this is basically like we are upgrading the Cisco router and switch earlier, and the same way guys, like we are using, but for the 9K we have a other way also. So still guys, like on the 9K we can use this method, but this method is now known as old way. So in Cisco 9K we have a different method, okay. So let me show you guys like what are the new method in the Cisco 9K. You see, like as I told you here, like in my current company, okay, in Canada, so they hired me. Only they asked me the question about this specific for Cisco 9300. Well, this is what I'm doing here, okay. I'm upgrading all the switches from the previous model to 9300 and 9500. So they only ask me the question about particular this platform, okay. So here, guys, like if you see now show version, your switch is upgraded, okay. Show version, you can see like now we are up using the new file 50./2, okay. You can see that. So this is the way like we are using the upgrade method earlier, but in Cisco 9K we have installed mode. So this is basically like the bundle mode basically guys means you are using the old way, okay. You are basically using the .bin file for the upgrading the process, okay. The disadvantage guys, like here, like you see like guys, let's say you have a switch in a stack, okay. So let's say you have a 4 switch in a stack. So this switch has like this switch has the flash 1, flash 2, and flash 3, and flash 4, okay. Let's say you have a 4 switch in a stack and you are doing the upgrade procedure, okay. So while using the old method, okay, bundle mode, this is also known as bundle mode, which means like you are basically using the bin file, okay, which I show you, okay. So in this, the disadvantage of this method, okay, like first you need to copy the new file into the flash 1, then the flash 2 manually, okay. So you can get like use the method like first, let's say you are using copy, then let's say you are using TFTP server, then the flash 1, okay. Once you copy the file to this flash, you can also use guys like the copy flash 1, move the same new file to the flash 2. Okay, you can also obviously, like if you copying the file from locally from one flash to another flash, okay, definitely it will be faster, okay, because maybe let's say your TFTP server sitting in India and you are upgrading the switches near via let's say India, maybe in China or Singapore, okay, so definitely the speed will be slow. But if you transferring the file from one flash to another flash on a locally, okay, it will be faster, okay. The point is, guys, like here in the old method, you need to manually transfer the file in all the flashes, okay. This is the one disadvantage, okay, as compared to the install mode, okay. In the install mode, guys, like we are not using this binary file, okay. So instead of binary file, we are basically extract this binary file into the package. And in the boot system, guys, like we'll see boot from this file, okay, which is package.config, okay. So in the new mode, guys, let's say if you have a same thing, okay, if you have a 4 switch in a stack, once you copy the file into the flash, okay, flash 1, and once you use this command, okay, I will show you the command, guys, which is installed through the package. What this command do, okay, it will automatically copy the package to the second flash, third flash, and the fourth flash, okay. So this manual procedure is gone now, okay. So in the installed mode, all the new file automatically copy to all the switch flash. Even you have a six member in a stack or 4 member in a stack, it will automatically copy the file, okay. The second thing, guys, like these package file, okay, they have less overhead as compared to the binary file, okay. And the third, guys, like advantage of this installed mode, okay, I will show you the command, guys. This mode also support this command, software auto upgrade enable. This means, guys, like basically, let's say if you have a 4 stack member, and in future, if you want to add one more member, okay, and let's say this member has old iOS, but once you plug this switch in a stack, okay, and this command is enabled, this command basically automatically download the new iOS on the new member, okay. So you don't need to do anything, okay. This command basically automatically send the newer version to your new member stack. So these are the, guys, basically the beneficial of the install mode, okay. Let me show you the command. So guys, this is the practical, guys, like we cannot do on the EVNG or the packet tracer, but definitely, guys, like I will show you this on my real company scenario, okay. But let me show you, guys, like give you the idea. So if you copy this link, okay, copy this hyperlink, and let me show you. So copy the hyperlink, and if I show you, guys, this thing, okay, why I'm not able to copy this link, okay. So simply, let's say, guys, like on a Google install mode, this is bundle mode, and on Cisco 9300, okay. If you see, guys, this is a link I am showing you, okay. So this is basically, like you see, like if you're using this binary file, you are using the bundle mode, and if you're using this package, okay, you are using the install mode. So these newer switches, okay, they have the default mode is installed. You can simply check in the show version, okay. When you see the show version here, guys, like you will see the difference, okay. So if you see in the version, this is your Cisco iOS version, okay, 16.1.1, and if you see, guys, like mode install, this means जो Cisco switches के ऊपर हम iOS boot कर रहे हैं, वो हम package के through कर रहे हैं, package file. So package file basically is the extract from that binary file, okay. And if you see the mode bundle, this means, guys, like we are using directly the bin file, okay. So this build, guys, like you will see in the Cisco switches show version. In the show version, guys, you will see the bundle mode or install mode. The same question, guys, like they told me, or even guys, like if someone asks you, hey, have you worked on 93 model? You say yes. I have like done the configuration. I also upgrade these switches, okay? And if you want to upgrade these switches, there is two ways. One is bundle mode and one is install mode, okay? And the install mode, that is a new way, and the bundle mode, that is the old way. So install mode, we always prefer, okay? Because it will basically, like, let's say, we obviously guys, stacking is very common, okay? Everybody, like they use stacking, okay? So, and if you want to upgrade the switches, okay, in a stack, so worst case may, instead of like transferring the file from one flash to another flash, okay, this is a manual procedure, okay? However, the install mode, basically they do automatically. So if I show you the command, guys, like if you see the command in the install mode, this is basically the command in the in the new mode, sorry, in the install mode, okay? So some of the guys, like they have this command, and some of guys, like I will show you the other command, okay? But you see, this command we require only to do the upgrade. Obviously, the first आपको क्या copy करनी पड़ेगी image. Once you copy the image to the flash one, then you simply run this command. A request platform software package install in the flash. In the flash, guys, you require this new command, okay? This new file. And once you say enter, this image basically automatically copy to all the flashes, okay? At the end, you will see all your switch upgrade, okay? All your switch upgrade with this new model, okay? But the again, like you need to perform the step number 2. First, you make sure this new file must be exit in your flash, any of the flash, okay? Maybe flash 1 or flash 2, okay? So उसको copy करने के लिए गई, like we require TFTP, FTP, or any one of server, okay? Yeah, this is it, okay? And then this is like the command I told you, software auto upgrade enable. This command, like as I told you, in future, if you want to add any new member in that stack, okay, it will that stack member automatically get the new operating system, okay? Yeah. So I believe, like I already have a video where I have upgraded the Cisco 9300. I will provide you the video, guys. So you will get the exact command, okay? Yeah. Any question, guys, up to this point? Yes. Is any question up to this point? So this is like I believe like you mostly like those who are working, okay, they already done some upgrade activity on the router and switches. So they will use the same procedure, right? Any question, guys, so far?
Hello.
Yes, Rajat.
सर एक बार आप दोबारा उस वेब पेज पे जाओगे एक बार.
So my PPT or Cisco website?
No, web page जहाँ पे वो mention है.
Okay.
ये जिस पे लिखा हुआ है the feature will automatically upgrade a new switch that is running in install mode. अगर by the way वो bundle mode पे चल रहा होगा तो हमारे पास मतलब feature है कुछ.
No. You see, like these new switches, they already running the default is install mode. Okay, definitely, अगर वो bundle mode में, let's say if you adding the new switch, and that switch has, let's say, boot from the binary file, which is bundle mode. Okay, उस case में ये काम नहीं करेगी command. So make sure, like the switch which you are adding, make sure they have also the install mode.
Okay, तो ये change मतलब उसका कुछ procedure है change करने का कुछ process होता है क्या?
This is a procedure, right? Like this is a procedure, right? If you say in the flash this thing, that means you are using bundle mode. If you're using if you're using this in the boot command, this command, okay, then you are using install mode. So this command basically tell you are using bundle mode or install mode.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So if you see, like, let me show you the Cisco web. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
सर ये वाला कमांड चलाने के बाद
You are echoing, Arjun. Please, you have always like the voice issue. Okay, so can you ping your question?
can you hear me, sir? Proper?
So always like we are downloading the binary file, but you see, once we run this command, you see, like if you see this command, okay, we always get the binary file from Cisco. So once you this command request platform, so this is a binary file we get from Cisco. This command basically extract the file into the package. Okay. So from the Cisco website, guys, we always get the binary file. Okay. But once you run this command request platform, this command basically convert this binary file into the package file. Okay. Yeah, SC, yeah, that's why the issue, guys, like SC in capital. Okay, someone already is sensitive. So any question, guys?
Yes, bhai, I have question. Can you please show the slide? Slide one. Yeah, this one. In install mode. Okay, when we break the .bin file, it will the file that bin file, it will be converting into smaller packages. So it will be loaded into the memory. Let's say we are using a stack. So there are 5 switches. So the individual package, the smaller package will be loaded into the all 5 switches.
No, it will do automatically. You don't need to do anything. Okay, you just need to run that command which I show you. It will do automatically to all the member. Okay.
All means all the switches, right?
Right, all the switches. Yes.
Okay.
So if I go, like, let's say if I give you the more, let's say Cisco bundle, this is install mode. Okay. Let's see. Let me open a couple of things. Okay. Yeah. So this is like, let's say this is showing with the command. Okay. You see, like if you run on a Cisco show version, this will basically show you like you are using which mode. Okay, install mode and bundle mode. Okay, and you see, guys, this even your Cisco switches 3800, which are running iOS XE, so which is basically like earlier, like we have a iOS. This is the latest iOS, okay, as iOS XE. So this feature is also available in XE software. So install mode or bundle mode, again, the same difference, guys, like install mode basically is the new way, which will basically, let's say if you are upgrading the switches in a stack, maybe it's a 3800, okay? And so the benefit, guys, is, as I told you, this process is easier as compared to the bundle mode, okay? But you can see show version, you can see like switches using install mode or bundle mode. So the point is, guys, like this command is telling you package.config. So if you say boot a system, we will not use a .binary file, we will use this package.config. Okay, this is the command. Basically, if we configuring on the switches, that means we are booting the switch from the packages file. Okay, not directly from the binary file. Okay. So in 9300, I am seeing by default, if you like purchasing the new switch, okay, they are booting from the package file, or they are basically booting in the install mode. Okay. So this is where like you simply say show version. You can see even this is 3500, but I believe, guys, this is using iOS XE, okay, which is basically the latest code as compared to iOS. Okay. Then if we see the bundle mode, this is the same thing. Okay, in the bundle mode, basically you are seeing boot system instead of the package, you are seeing .binary file. So this is basically showing the difference. Okay, this command means we are using install mode. Okay, so this is the same way, guys, like we are using this command. So this command, guys, as I told you, have a lot of benefits. Okay, so this command, once you run this single command, okay, request, then you will mention the flash. This file will be the new file. Okay, and once you run this command, enter, everything happen automatically. So you don't worry about your stack member. Okay, they will get the code automatically. So if you like, if you like, as I told you, Mohammed, like, let's say if you want to do upgrade any device, okay, simply you just type on a Google. Let's say if you have a 9200L, you simply say image download, okay. So you go to Cisco website, okay. You always use the Cisco recommendation, okay. So you see, like, this is basically saying for everyone this model 1760. These are the star, means these are the suggested version from the Cisco, and you should upgrade. Let's say if you're running the old version, you should move to this new version, okay, the 17.6.5. so you will use this file, okay. You download this file and then start your upgrading, okay. Or other way, guys, like, you can also raise the Cisco tag. You will ask the Cisco guy, hey, I'm running this version, can you suggest me the new version? So obviously, guys, they are also following this web page, okay, and they will tell you, like, as per the Cisco recommendation, okay, your newer code should be either 17.6.5 or either 17.3.6. Clear, Mohammed? Or still you have a question? Okay, let's take the break, guys, now for 10 minutes, okay? Then we start our layer 2 traffic engineering, okay? So let's take the break, guys. Like, don't disconnect the class, okay? You can stay online, okay? Then you can, I'm muting all of you, okay? And let's take the break for 10 minutes. Then we will connect like after 15 minutes, okay? Means like now in India is 9:51. So we will connect in 10:05, okay, guys? Okay, guys, we'll take the break of 5 minutes.